Welcome back to Refactoring PaleoRose. Today, hopefully, it will be a short one. What we're going to do today is modernize the info.plist. You may remember the info.plist in the app is a critical document that spells out a number of different configurations, settings for the app. But when we did our initial review, we found that the info.plist was quite out of date. When looking into the info.plist, the first thing we want to do is fix a problem I created. This info.plist file is not opening. And if you look over here, it's expecting a particular format, a deprecated localized version of this info.plist. But that's not what I changed this into when I reorganized all the files. So what we need to do is to remove this and re-add it. Okay, now we have the info.plist back, and this is quite a bit different than what we saw in our test app. In our test app, the info.plist only has document types in it. The rest of the settings are inside the info field for the target. So let's do a quick build and make sure it's all working before we get too far. So we have all our menus. We have our information about the app, and it's working fine. So I'm going to do a quick commit and come back. What we want to make sure is that this is the correct placement for the info.plist. So let's go into the build settings and look for plist. So it's expecting it to be in the PaleoRose/info.plist directory. And that's where it is. So let's see what we can do by modernizing this. So if we look at our test file, bundle name should be this. But we don't have bundle name, so let's add that. Build was fine. Let's build and run just to make sure I didn't break anything. Everything looks good. Bundle identifier. That looks correct. Bundle version. Executable file. OS type code. Main nib. Let's double check to make sure we have that. Just make sure you're still working. Okay. Default localization. Bundle version string. Okay, still building. Probably don't need that. That's probably a holdover from very old OSs. Icon file we'll hold on to for now until we get asset catalogs working. Help book identifier, directory name. That actually might need to be updated. Let's see if it's working in it all right now. Doesn't quite look like it's working, but let's make sure it's actually getting copied to the project. There it is. It's being copied, but it doesn't seem to work anymore. Now let's compare these values with what we have in the build settings. So let's look at product name. PaleoRose, that's what we want. Bundle identifier. Looks right to me. Current project version. It's set as 2.0. Marketing version, executable name. We have no value for that. Don't see a value for that. Don't see it over here either. So that may be something we should configure elsewhere. So I'm guessing it's pulling the language out of somewhere else. So now the changes that we've made in the info plist in the target have now filtered down to our project, or our actual file. So that's good. I think we'll just leave it at that for now. The info plist is done for now, and so now we're going to move on to build settings. Thank you. My name is Thomas Moore.